certified athletic therapist and co-owner of the Sports Specialist in Dorval with my husband Peter Levitas. And today we're here to show you a tutorial on what you can do, different exercises you can do with your Atlantis adjustable pulley system. So first we want to go over certain things that you can do that you have. So you've got different attachments. You've got the two handles, you've got a rope, and you've also got the bar. And we want to show you how you can adjust the machine first. So basically you need to know that you want to actually pull out the pin and then just slide the bar down to where you want it. You let go and it locks into place. If you like to pull it back up, you can use the handle on the inside. So you open the pin and then lift up and then make sure it locks into place. Okay, so you can then do different attachments whether you want up or all the way down to the bottom. You also have a handle here that you can set up for support if needed, which we'll be going over. And then here you need to understand how to use the pin. So the numbers are all here, which is great. So if I go at 15, the next jump is 30, which is a big jump. So we want to actually use these extra pounds. You can actually, it's a 5 pound, you just roll it so that it actually goes to this point, so you can then slide it down. Don't let it drop. And it fits perfectly here, so that's 5 pounds. So it'd be 15 plus 5 is 20. If you'd like to get to 25, you take off the top one, and then now you're at 25 pounds. Just be careful, if you go down to here at 30, this is not actually 30, it's 30 plus your 5 pounds. So if you want to just have 30 pounds, you'd have to then put it back up and lock it into place. Just make sure that you twist it to lock it because you don't want it to fall down. Some of us can be vertically challenged. So we actually put this here so that you have this available. You can actually just slide it and then you can then step up and then easily put it back down. And the same thing, you can then slide it over so that you can help adjusting it. So if you want to put it up to the top, you can then stand up, flip it, hold it with the handle, position it, always make sure it locks into place. So that's the basic setup of the pulley machine. So the first exercise we're going to show you is an exercise for your legs, the squat. So you're going to end up putting on the rope, which is my favorite attachment most of the time. So you're going to lock it into place, okay? Now here you can adjust it. I actually rather for the squat to be a little bit lower, maybe not all the way to the bottom, and I'm locked into place. I'm keeping the weight right now at a 30 plus a 2.5, so I'm at 40 pounds. So you can kind of decide how much weight you need and what's good for you. So you grab the handles, okay? Then you back up into the position. You also want to watch to make sure that it's tracking properly. So if I were over here, it's not going to work as well because it's not tracking along the right pulley. So you want to make sure that you're in line with it with the pulley. They do move, but they don't come across. So I'm holding it out a bit. There's always some resistance. So I'm also be careful that you're not being pulled forward. So you get it, pull it back a bit, so there's a bit of give, stabilize, get into an athletic stance, and then you just squat down. And the weight actually helps you stay in the right position, and then stand right back up. Squat down, stand up. A little combination, sort of progression of this, you can do a squat plus a row. So you can squat down, stand up, and row right to your chest, right back down. Squat, let the arms nice and relaxed, come up nice and tall, and row. You can do that 12 to 15 times, and use a weight. If at the end of the 15 reps it was too easy, the weight wasn't high enough. If it was too hard, the weight was too heavy. Another exercise you can do is the lunge. The lunge is a great leg exercise, but often people are worried about doing them. There's different ways of doing it with the pulley system that can help you. So here again, I'm using it. I've elevated the pulley a little bit higher so they're more to hip chest height, and I'm holding the rope. So I've got a bit of tension, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just step back, and then I can lunge and stabilize. So the weight is actually helping me stabilize. You don't want to be pulled forward. You're trying to keep your body in a nice position. If you can go all the way down, just shy of touching the floor, and then come back up. If you can't, you can just step back, do a little mini lunge, and come back. Step back, lunge, come back. You can also incorporate go into the lunge and row, and then switch. So step back, go into the lunge and row, and come back. The other exercise that we personally love also is the high to low wood chop. So here I come up pretty high. You don't have to have it all the way to the top, something you can reach. You have two variations. You can either use it with the rope or you can use it with the handle. So I'm going to start with the rope. I'm going to pull out, get into a wide athletic stance. So my feet are wide, toes are pointing forward. I sit back a little bit, core is engaged, and I'm going to just chop and then come back. So I can start by just doing the rotation and not doing any weight transfer. Or you can then weight transfer, so you sort of shift from the right leg onto the left leg. Right leg onto the left leg, keeping you're leaning forward a little bit, but your back is straight, okay? So obviously you do one side, and then flip, and then you do the other side, okay? So then you can do that. Great for your core, great for rotation, great for any rotational sports. You can do the same thing by using the handle. So you start with the outside hand first, grab the other hand, and then you go down and right back up, and then down and right back up. Also switch around the waist, do both sides. So now I have this about shoulder height, and I've used the bar, and we're going to do some rows. So working the back muscles. So first you can grab the bar, step back. I have about 30 pounds on this right now too. Again, watch the weight, get used to stabilizing, sitting back in athletic stance. So you go into this position, and then you row, and you come back. Row, come back, like this. You can also do the same thing, but with your palms under now. So you bring it back, same thing, and row, like that. Okay? You can also opt to use a ball, and then sit on the ball and do the exact same movement. So you're here stabilizing here, and then you can row also with the palms up, or you can row with the palms down, always making sure that you're not hiking your shoulder or rounding your back. You're trying to make sure that you've got good form and just pulling the cable to your chest and controlling it back. Because it's a pulley system, on the way back, you're also working your muscles eccentrically to go back. So make sure that you control the movement back and forth. You can also switch and do a single arm, seated on the ball, row, where you're then rowing and then back. Row and back. There's a lot of different variations that you can just change around to make sure that your exercise program gets boring. All right? Okay, next exercise is going to be working the lats as well as the triceps. Okay, so we always want to kind of tone those muscles up. So I have two attachments here just to show you some variations. So we're going to start with the bar. So the cable's all the way up at the top. You're going to take the bar, you're going to back up a bit, get some tension. I have about 30 pounds on this now, which is a fairly decent weight, but you can go either up or down. So here in this position, engage your core, athletic stance, and you keep the arm straight, pull it straight back down, and control going back up. Don't hike the shoulders, keep the shoulders down. So bring it straight arm down, shoulders are opened, and then right back up, and straight down, and right back up. You can then move really close and do a combination exercise now and do the triceps. So you're going to keep the elbows close, you're closer to the cable, and you're pushing straight down and right back up. Straight down, right back up. Okay? You can then do the exact same thing using the rope. So here, back it up, go straight down, and at the end you can open the rope here, which is different that you can't do with the bar, and then control it back down, and then open, which kind of activates more of those triceps, and then right back down. So you do 10 to 12. Step closer, elbows down, shoulders down, and then open. Again, you open the rope at the bottom, right back, and then open the rope at the bottom, right back. You can also take your mat, go down, and do kneeling, and then pull it right back down. You get more core in this position as well, so you can go straight down like this. You can also go closer, and then bring it right down, and push it down like this. Just different variations get you working different muscles. Okay, so we were just working our back, now we're going to work our chest. So here I've lowered the cable to about shoulder height, and I've taken in a handle. So what you want to do here is I also lower the weight a little bit. What you can do on the back is not as strong as often what you can do in the front. And I'm doing it with a single arm. So keep the weight, the handle close. I keep it close. You're not kind of pulling it from this position. So keep it close to your body and turn yourself away from the cable. And then basically I'm in a split stance. Right leg is back, right arm is holding. Okay, so then you're going to go push forward and right back down. I like to use the other arm because your upper body is doing a little bit of rotation, calling dissociation of the upper body and lower body. So I'm stabilized with my feet and then right back and forth. You would always see do both sides. You can also just stabilize and just do a straight arm with no rotation. Next exercise we're going to do is going to be a lateral raise working the deltoids. Okay, that is a very small muscle, so you have to go very lightweight. I just wanted to show you is that you would take the bar, the pin out, and go right here. So not actually, because the first option is 7.5, it's often too heavy. Go to this last one, so you're just taking the first weight up. So put it in there. And then you would actually take the handle from the outside hand, back up a bit. So at first you feel it's kind of light, but when you keep your arm nice and straight and pull it out, it's pretty still hard. So what you want to do is sometimes you can also help yourself a little bit with your opposite hand at the ball here, and then you want to pull it up and then control right back down. Pull it up, if you need a little bit of help, use your left hand, and then try to stabilize it and lower the arm nice and slow. So help yourself up a bit, control, and lower it back down. Do that 6 to 10 times each side. We're going to work our biceps. So the bicep, I put it to almost as low down as possible. You can do it all the way down or just one side, it's fine. I'm using the bar. So again, same thing, athletic stance, nice and controlled, and you just curl your arms up and control it down to go all the way down to straighten your arms. Pull it back up and control right back down. So you can do that with the bar. If you're going to use the rope, you do actually have to move the bar all the way down to the bottom. And then you're going to use the rope. You're going to hold like this under the rope, under the handle of the rope. So you hold it like this, stabilize, same thing, bring the arms up and control all the way back down, bring the arms up and control back down. Again, doing 10 to 15 repetitions. You also have these ankle attachments here, also as another option. So what you would do is you put it around your ankle, pull it through, Velcro it down, and then you're going to use this to attach to your ankle, okay? So now you're locked in. You want to make sure that this is also a light weight. So I'm going to go at the 7.5, okay? And I'm also going to flip this around so I have a handle to help support me. Now what you want to remember for this when you're doing the ankles, you want to be doing the movements at each wall. So now I'm facing that wall. I'm going to let the ankle weight watch the side. I'm going to cross over and let it control back, cross over, control back, and do about 10 reps. Now once I've done that, I'm going to turn and face the pulley system, and I'm going to kick back, not too high, and control back, kick back, and control. Just watch, we don't want to do any arching here, so keep your core nice and tight, and you're just bringing the leg back and back. Now you can also face the other wall, and then you're going to let the leg go inwards, and then bring it right out. Hold a little bit to feel that burn, control back, and pull it right back out, and control. And then you can also then face the last wall, and you're bringing the leg forward, and back, leg forward, and always control the movement so you don't hear the weights smash. Okay, so up, and then you control, and then go right back. So you do 10 on all around each corner, each wall, and you repeat on the other leg. Okay, so this time we thought we would incorporate the bench. So there's different times we can use the bench. When we were using the ball, you could also swap out the ball and use the bench as well. So now here we're going to do a single arm bench over row. So you put your knee on the seat here, and your opposite hand here. You gotta watch that you don't drop here. So you're holding yourself up nice and your core and your back in line. You go reach down for the handle, so stabilize. So see, like here, it's easy to go into too much of an arch or to be too rounded. You want to find that middle ground, keep the core engaged. You can go fairly heavy with this. I'm at 30, you could go to side depending. And you're gonna go and pull, and then right back. Pull, right back, pull, right back, and then you'll do the opposite arm. You could also sit into a double. So I could sit down and do a double, and back, and do double, back, and double, and control back. Okay, single leg balancing is super important to keep working on. And if you don't work on it, you lose it. So we want you to engage also in doing some balance work. So if you have problems with balancing, this is an option. Use the handle, pull it down, and you're gonna use the little black ball here at the top and pull this and hold that position. Depending on how much weight you're using, it can either help you or make it more harder too. So you hold that position in place, and then you try to lift your leg, balance, and then bring it back down, keeping that engaged. Lift the other leg, hold, and balance. You want to make it more challenging, keep the position. My core is very, very much activated. Lift the knee, bring the leg back, like open, bring it back open. So challenge yourself in your position to switch it up. So same thing here. I'm gonna bring my knee out, bring it back out. So I'm really activating so that my core is engaged while I'm trying to balance. Just watch me bring it back. You don't let it smash. Control it right back, and you're all done. This concludes our tutorial on the Atlantis adjustable pulley system. I hope you enjoyed it. We tried to give people a lot of different options and different variations. Of course, we haven't evaluated each and every one of you. So you have to make sure that these exercises are appropriate for you and that none of them creates any pain or discomfort or too advanced for you. If you want more help, you can definitely contact us at info@sportspecialist.ca, and myself or one of our team would be happy to help you out, to help guide you for a customized program. Thank you very much. We look forward to your feedback.